Speaking of Sydney, let's go back to some of the problems in Sydney when it comes to the current lockdown provisions. I want to catch up with George Diab. He's the Director of Westport Builders at Guildford in Sydney's West. Thanks for joining us, Diab. Construction shut down right across Sydney on top of the lockdowns in those three council areas in Western Sydney and a broader lockdown. Just how much of a hammer blow, pardon the pun, is this to the construction industry?
Oh, it's been a great blow. We've just had to stop work, and it's really put us down, us and our contractors and our employees. So, yeah, we're really suffering on our end.
It's very surprising in many ways because so much of construction occurs out of doors and people aren't sort of breathing all over the top of each other. And construction was maintained throughout the lockdown in Victoria last year and throughout the lockdowns nationally last year. Are you surprised that you're being shut down in this way?
Very surprised. I mean, the first few rounds of COVID, the construction industry was just, kept on going as normal. It was a great shock when we got told that we need to shut our sites down and, tools down. So, yeah, it was really unexpected.
We've seen some protests over the weekends, a lot of workers, trucks and semi-trailers and the like going through the streets of Sydney honking their horns, and some other people on the streets in some of the suburbs affected. Now, the government's argument, the Premier's argument, is that builders from the western suburbs of Sydney spread out to so many areas of Sydney that they could take the disease and have done with them. But conversely, that just shows how crucial the trades and the labourers, how crucial it is for their work to go out and do all the work around the whole city and to support their own lifestyles.
Look, it's very crucial, and I don't know what other contractors are doing, but we tend to support what the government recommends. I mean, it is COVID. I'm sure nobody wants to, get infected by the disease and doesn't want it spreading. So, I mean, if the government is telling us to, lock our doors and stay at home, that's what we should be doing, in our opinion, and not ignoring it.
Yeah, what about with your industry, though? Are you happy with this shutdown? Have you got adequate financial support? What are your concerns just now?
Absolutely not happy about it. But again, if it has to be done, we need to do it. So, yeah,
sorry, go on, Diab.
Oh, no, well, financial support, no. I mean, everybody's going to struggle. The cash flow is not there anymore.
Yeah, and how long do you expect to be shut down? Are you hoping that it might only last the 2 weeks?
I'm hoping it's only 2 weeks, yes.
All right, Diab, thanks for joining us. Best of luck.
No problem. Thank you.
George Diab there, the Director of Westport Builders in Sydney's West. Happy to play his role, but it's pretty tough for that industry, as you hear. And as George said, no one deliberately gets infected and spreads this disease. Got to remind ourselves of that when you see some of the media coverage. No one wants to be the spreader of this disease.